Hi and welcome. You're looking for more One Piece card game content, so you're in the right place because I want you to show you this deck that I've built today in this video. So as a bit of a warning here, I bought the OP06 box, and with the content of that box, I built some decks based on the commanders. Oh, I'm saying commander again. What a bias! Based on the leaders that come in the set. So this video today will be dedicated to Yamato as a leader, and please, this is not a very competitive way of building decks. It's just for fun, so I'm sharing you this for fun. Leave your comments, criticize as you want, because I'm just here for fun, and I hope you are enjoying this content as well. You like this kind of content. So let's start by the leader here, Yamato. So wow, strong leader here. Only 4 life, be careful with that, but she has double attack. Double attack is one of the most fearsome things in One Piece card game, right? Because it's very easy for you to pump on the dawns, and it passes through, and then you lose 2 lives. So super strong and rare to see. And then it's not just that. It's not just that. On your turn, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, you give 2 rested dawns to one of your characters. So she also, the moment your opponent starts losing life, and he gets 3 or less, she is also pumping for free, because it's the rested dawns, for free with 2000 another characters. So this is like she has a double strike, and then another one will be pumped in order to hit. So yeah, very strong, very strong. Okay, and then the deck comes with 2 Kozuki's Momonosuke. So what I tried to do was a Lando of Wano deck with white yellow cards for the first time. So these 2 come in, and I'm going to read the most good looking card, which is this one. It has blocker, and when you play, you can add a Land of Wano type character other than this guy to the top of or bottom of the owner's life, face up. Okay, so basically you will do it to yourself, and if you have crappy Land of Wano characters, we'll find them. You just put them on the top of the owner, top or bottom, because if they are crappy, maybe it's best to go to the bottom and come last, right? So wow, very powerful here, very powerful. And then Yamato herself comes to fight as well. And when you play, you can K up one of your opponent characters with a cost equal or less than the total of your and your opponent's life cards, because she comes on 9, so the game is already advanced, but it's both lives, which could be in theory like 10 or 9, but at this stage maybe it's just like 3 and 3 or 2 and 3, but still very good, right? It kills a guy when it comes in. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, add up to one of add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, so she can protect the deck. And it's the only version that I have of Yamato is this one. And by the way, let me just, yes. So this is not entirely OP06 deck, because I had already some Land of Wano yellow cards in my binders that were being useless. So I decided this is with this leader, finally is a chance to use those Land of Wano cards with Yamato. So that's why I've got this Yamato to use. And I had the Land of Wano green decks with the Samurai leader, which I don't remember the name. And now I wanted to do the yellow one. So I also got the Kinemon that I had from OP04 as well, another Land of Wano. So this guy, on the turn, you can pay 1 Dawn and add a card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, and this guy becomes active. So it's a desperate move that could make sense, because you can attack twice and maybe it's enough for you to win the game. And then now from OP06, then Kikunojo. How many? 1 Kikunojo here. So when she dies, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Okay, so if you kill her, I get a life. Thank you for that. Then I got 4 Ryumas. because when you play or when he dies, add up to one of your opponent's rested character. KO one of your opponent's rested characters. It costs 4 or less. So this guy is really a killer because comes in, pow! He dies, pow! So I wanted 4 in the deck. Make sure this magic happens a lot. And I decided to put him on the Land of Wano because on the Thriller Bark deck, I'm trying to do things differently. So you'll see when I show. You can check that video in the channel after this one, or if you're seeing this late, probably it's already there. Then who is this guy? So 3 plant tag nodes. No, it's a Tenguyama Itatsu, which does fairly nothing unless he has a trigger as well. Then from OP4, I'm trying to use here the Toko character, which you may trash 2 Land of Wano cards from your hand. If you have 1 or less life, add a card from the top of your deck to your life. Okay, so crappy Land of Wanos, they go away, and then I get another life, which is always good. Then from 04, Kozuki Iori. How many? So 4 Kozuki Ioris. Up to one of your Land of Wano leader or character against +1 during this turn. So you can play and your leader becomes stronger. That's enough, but you need to make a hit. That's it. And it's a crappy character if you need to discard crappy characters. So from OP04 as well, you may trash this character up to one of your Land of Wano type or leader. Gains +3000. That's it. It pumps very well. Then I also went to OP01 because I had these Land of Wano characters not being used. Inuarashi. You give him 2 dons when he attacks, set up one of your don cards as active. So spending dons to set dons as actives could be, you really need to do the math here to make sure this works. So if you just need to pump him, and then one of your other dons will become active, so it may help you to do some math. Then OP06 also brings the Kawamatsu. Am I reading this correctly? So Kawamatsu, yeah. So when he attacks, you may trash 2 cards from your hand and add up to one of your characters with 0 power to the top of bottom of your life cards. So you see those crappy ones that I've shown you, the 0 ones? Guys that, like, for example, where are they? So you have this character, you have this character, and I guess that's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, if they lose a round doing nothing with Kawamatsu, you can just throw them to the bottom, top or bottom, depends on what you want to do with them, but maybe the bottom would be the best choice, and you just reinforce your life, which is good. What else here? Raizo. He is like coming out of smoke with a scroll in his mouth. You may trash 1 card from your hand and you rest up to one of your opponent's dons when he attacks. So yeah, if you smell like you have a counter there, you just do the magic here, and there's no counter anymore, and that could be really screwing of the opponent's strategy. Then Koshiru here. You set up one of your slash attribute characters with a cost 4 or less as active. Then you cannot attack a leader during this turn. Okay, so this, first of all, it's worthless by himself because he has no power. But then when you play him, and I have 3, so set up one of your slash attribute characters, which is these things here that very few cards make reference. You can make some of this guy attack again, become active, and then if you want, attack again. And it may sound like a crappy character because it's a 0, but then it's another one that with Kawamatsu it can send to the bottom of the life card, right? So it just comes in, does the effect, it's worthless from then on, and then it can go to the top of the deck. It can go to the life deck if needed, so bye-bye. Then Inuarashi comes back again, but now in the OP06 version, which says when he attacks with 2 dons, you may trash 1 card from your hand and you KO one of your opponent characters with a cost equal to or less than the number of your opponent life cards. So it's a good way to get rid of characters by just pumping this guy in attack. Then Nekomamushi costs 4 with 2 dons there. This character can also attack active characters. So yeah, that's always a big surprise when you're keeping things active in order not to be attacked. You don't attack with them in order for them to be in play and do that. They have some special effect, etc. But this guy comes in and breaks all that strategy. Then there's a Denjiro. Then a Denjiro. Two dons on him. If your opponent has 3 or left cards, this character cannot be KO by effects. Yes, so no removal on this. Then on OP04 there was this card here, which I had 4. Yeah, and you can see the other leader from Land of Wano that was on the other decks, the green ones. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. So you add up one of your one of your Land of Wano character gains double attack. So this is really killing because double attack, Jesus. But then you need to sacrifice one of the cards from your life card, which could be dangerous. So you need to use it on the right moment. Then on OP01, I had also here Land of Wano cards to fill. So your leader or one of your character gains 2000, then set up one of your characters as active. Which is good because you can attack again, right? Your leader gets 2000, then set up one of your characters as active. It doesn't say that character cannot attack again. So this basically costs 1 and gives you the chance to attack again with the character, right? So, and I only have 1, so I'm very sad for that. And there's also this you can be my samurai, Land of Wano card. You may rest 2 of your characters to draw 2 cards. So it's a card draw to see if it works. Actually, I'm now thinking probably this card is very OP and I should have more. Maybe I could have more. No, I understand what's happening here. So this card can only be used as a counter, right? Can only be used as a counter. Yeah, normally the cards say main if you can use on your turn, so they can only be used as a counter. That's why it's so cheap, right? You defend your leader or character, and then you can make it active or another one active in order not to be attacked. So it's a very defensive card. Just that, because it's only a counter. You need to keep it for the right moment. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed the Yamato deck that I've built. If so, don't forget to reflect that with your like button. And if you like One Piece or card games in general, then I truly invite you to check the channel because I have a full playlist dedicated to that and other card games as well as board games in general as well. So thank you. I hope to see you on the next video. Goodbye.